Yo, Elliott.
I need help in finding my purpose. There are times where I think I have a purpose, then I question it, and then it's all downhill from there. Where we really mess up big time in terms of purpose is we have so many distractions looking at what other people are doing, and then we want to make that thing our purpose. I know, I've been there before too. I look at somebody and what they're doing, and then I compare it to who I am and what I'm doing, and I'm like, oh man, I must not be on my purpose because that guy looks like he's on his purpose and he's doing X, Y, Z. Meanwhile, I'm doing A, B, C. That's the fastest way to get lost. Think about maybe just 100 years ago. You pretty much knew what your path was. You knew what your purpose was because you watched your father do it. I met a man who was an intern at my gym. Think about how crazy this is. He was an intern at my gym looking for his path in life, right? For 7 generations, his family owned bakeries. Here he comes to me, the 8th generation, and he doesn't know what to do with his life. He's looking for himself. What am I supposed to do? How bad is that? How much does that suck? How much better would it have been to have been the 4th generation of the bread makers and just like, hey, I don't have to think about anything. I've watched my dad make bread my whole life. It's a good living. We have a nice, and they come from one town. We all live in the nice same town for many generations. We all have all our needs met. We can just dedicate ourselves to work and to our family and to worshiping the Lord. You don't have to, there's no stress. Think about how fucking amazing that would be if you didn't have as many options as you have. That's a part of what sucks about living today is that we have so many damn options. We marvel at, oh, it's so great. You can be anything you want to be. That sucks. What do you mean I can be anything I want to be? You know what kind of anxiety comes with that? Telling a young man you can be anything you want to be? There's no limitations. No limitations means pure chaos. That's why young men they don't know their path. And look, it's not even, we're several generations removed from this. My father, your father, they weren't teaching us their trades. One of the worst things that this generation has wrought is that hardworking, blue collar, skillful fathers will train their boys to not do the work that they did with the mindset that, oh, I don't want you to have to work as hard as I did. This is what my dad said. I don't want you to have to do the kind of work that I do, this kind of grunt work. Why? Why not? So that I can go to university, I can have chaos in my mind. And then that's the first thing they want to ask you. Well, what are you going to do, son? What are you going to grow up and be? Well, why didn't you teach me how to fix cars? That way I would have no problem thinking about this shit. I went to university and I studied a degree that I'm never going to use. And I got to get out here and I got to figure out what to do. And instead of looking at you for guidance, my father and my grandfather and my great-great-grandfather, now I go on TikTok and I look at all these other retards doing a whole bunch of dumb stuff that's making a whole lot of money. And I think, well, that must be my purpose. What a crazy fucked up world that we live in that is postured as something beautiful. Oh, this is great. All this freedom, all this liberty, all this opportunity drives people crazy. It drives you nuts. 7 generations of bakers, and I guarantee they were all just fine. 8th generation, depression. I don't want to be a bread maker. I don't want to do what my daddy did. You know how many men I've mentored here who's in that situation, who have been in that situation? My dad has built a business from scratch, and he taught me the ropes. And I can have a 6-figure income if I just do what my dad taught me how to do. But I won't do it. Big fucking baby. Why? Because chaos in the mind, too many opportunities. Limit the opportunities. Limit what you think you're capable of doing. You can't be whatever you want to be. That's another crazy lie, that you can do anything. No, you can't. Not everybody's built to do everything. And 9 times out of 10, you're looking at somebody doing something that you think you should be doing that you just can't do. You're just not built for that. But you know what happens when you look at somebody and you realize that? 2 things happen. You're in awe. Allow yourself to be in awe of somebody doing something that you are not built to do, you're not called to do, and you're being honest with yourself. You know what it also does? It gives you the peace. It gives you peace of knowing that you don't have to go chase that rabbit. Listen, I still struggle with this, but I guess this happens when you get old, because as you get older, you get rigid and conservative. Because I look at people that are doing great things, young people, doing better things than me. And I remember there would be a time that I'd be like, man, why is he doing that? And I'm not. How come he got there and I didn't? Oh, look at the new thing he's doing and how it's working for him. I got to figure that out. Now I look and I just marvel. I say, God bless his heart. Look at that kid. That's amazing how he did that. well, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing right now, but maybe I could learn something from him one day. I don't know. So your purpose, bro, I would invite you to look very closely at what's available to you right now, right here with what you got. I would say there is a 90% chance that what your purpose is looks a lot like what you're doing right now, as long as you're a productive man. There's some element of what you're doing right now that's pointing to where you're going to be, guaranteed. Because the best way to predict the future is to focus on the now. What is going on right now? What's being revealed in your life right now? What's available to you right now? And a lot of times that's how your path is revealed. If you want to reveal your path, what's the best way to do it? Well, look at where your feet are. Oh, this is where I'm at. Okay. You might not know where the path is leading, but you stay on your path. You stay on your path. Keep walking on your path. And you'll be all right.
Yo, Elliott.